out my melody.
Two very important rules. This leash here is very nice, and it has a little collar which is adjustable. All this is jewelry. This is the only purpose this is. This is jewelry for the dog. One good thing is, on a collar, it has a little metal tab. This is to hold the hello, my name is, and I'm lost. That's the only purpose. You never, although they match, hook your leash to your collar. Never. That is not how you walk a dog. Ever, ever, ever. And I'll tell you why. Your puppy is small. Its neck is still developing. The muscles are very young. They're still growing. You do not want to be pulling on the dog's tender neck, which you will be doing. What you need is a choke chain. All right? This choke chain simply fits around the dog's neck, and it has a release. So this would be clipped to your leash. When you say heel, the dog will heel, and it will release. Snap and release, snap and release. The dog's going to get the picture after it's had a couple of owies with the snap. It's going to get the picture that it needs to stay next to your side, it needs to heel, it needs to listen to your verbal commands coupled with the snapping. This choke chain is not to be left on your dog while it runs around your backyard, because guess what? That's right, it's going to get stuck to the sprinkler or hooked on a gate, and you're going to come home and your dog is going to have choked itself to death. So I don't want to see these left on the puppy. I don't mind if this is left on the puppy if it's appropriately tight. You should be able to get 2 fingers through it, and that's it. And if your dog does get out of the gate when you're not home and it's got a name tag on, hopefully someone will be honest enough to call you and return your puppy. That's the main thing about leash training. People always ask me, how many times can I wash the puppy? You know what? A puppy has no idea that when it ran to you, because it's excited, it ran right through its own mess. So guess what? It's going to have it all over its feet. It's going to be all over its fur. So you really need to keep your puppy clean. Let's see. Use a good puppy shampoo. Don't use a people shampoo. Dogs don't have the same fur as humans. So just use something, whatever you get, make sure it's nice for a puppy, that it says puppy on it or it says pet shampoo. So go ahead and wash your puppy 3-4 times a week if you need to, because it's going to be close to you, it's going to be close to your children. You want the dog sanitary and clean. The other thing is, when it's a little older, you can get away with sometimes just dipping its feet in bath water or a sink or under your hose or in your wash basin. You can just kind of get away with no shampoo. When your dog becomes a dog, you really don't need to wash it at all. Twice a year is all you need to do on a bath on a Labrador. There are 3 things you need to do once a week with your dog. A, groom. Your dog needs to be brushed or groomed once a week. This is a great brush because it's got 2 sides to it. This side takes away the mud and little dirt and debris, and this side is actually a nice massage. Gets the bloodstream moving. It's very nice, and they like it. The other thing is you need to brush their teeth. I know it sounds crazy, but you do need to use a toothbrush on the dog's mouth. Periodontal is very important in a dog. Now a puppy you won't have to worry so much. We have the OxyFresh gel here. You can put a little on your finger, the size of a little pearl, and then just kind of go inside the dog's mouth and move around. Oh, it almost got teeth. Anyway, that should be perfect. That works with plaque and tartar and anything that's going to build up. Because believe me, when they get plaque and tartar and you allow that to build up on their teeth, that's going to go into their bloodstream, and that is going to affect their liver and their kidneys. So it's much more than just the teeth we're worried about. When your dog gets a little older, you can introduce him to the toothbrush. And what's great about using a toothbrush on the dog is that if you ever needed to go in there into his mouth and hook something out, perhaps he's choking on a bone or a little something from a squeaky toy or whatever, you can go in there and kind of pull it out, and the dog will have already been used to your fingers in its mouth, so it'll be okay with that. For those of you that don't really want to brush, or you're really worried about periodontal, this is great. This is their pet oral hygiene solution. Now there's a lot in this bottle. This is a very large bottle. I also have smaller bottles, about half the size. What I like about this is you can add 2 teaspoons, I believe, to a gallon. Get an old milk container and wash it out, sanitize it. 2 teaspoons of these to 1 gallon of water, and you can add this to your pet's drinking water. And this does the same thing. It cuts down on the plaque and the tartar buildup. The other thing that I have that I want to talk to you about is the Premora Pet. This is like gold in a bottle, guys. You give the dog 1 teaspoon down his throat, and it tastes like cranberry juice, so it's not that appealing to a dog. But you'll do it quick. You basically hold the dog back, open the dog's mouth, get the dog to open its mouth, and then with a little dropper, drop the solution down the dog's throat. She's a good model. Anyway, what this does is this de-stresses the dog. When the dog goes home to you, it's going to be very stressed out. It doesn't know you or your scent. It knows me and my scent. It knows its mom. It knows its litter mates, but it doesn't know who you are. It will grow to love you and know you as its mom and its family. It's its substitute family. But this will help the puppy sleep all through the night and be quiet in the crate. This is like gold in a bottle. Also, this also is very good. It's made with several different roots and herbs from the rainforest. So it is all natural. It's a calming, it's a distressant, and your puppy should sleep through the night. And therefore, you will get rest during the night too. So I highly recommend this when you're puppy training. If there's an earthquake, if there's fireworks, if you're going in a car and you're traveling, give your dog this. It boosts the immune system. It's good for the dog. That way, you use the bottle until it's gone. And the other last thing and only thing is ear therapy. Dogs and labs are very prone to ear infections. So what you want to do is a little squeeze of the ear product, then you rub the ear, and the dog will naturally shake its head. Now you don't have to worry about this so much when your dog is a puppy, but as your dog gets older, you need to be doing this once a week. You have to clean their ears out once a week. They will shake their ears. You can go in then with a paper towel or a Kleenex or a soft hand towel and just kind of clean out the ear and the debris.